Hey everyone, this is Birth Reorgan here, and this is my review for Significant Other, the new film directed by Robert Olson and Dan Burke and starring Micah Monroe and Jake Lacy in the lead roles. Now, this film is about a young couple that goes into a forest for a hike, and while there, they have to deal with relationship issues and also personal issues. And coincidentally, right before they enter that same forest, a comet with an alien on board hits that forest. And I don't want to tell the rest of the story because I'll give away a lot of spoilers and whatnot, but pretty much go into this movie knowing that it's about people that are dealing with issues within themselves and with other people, along with the alien that hunts them down and what happens once that alien meets these people. Now, it's a really interesting movie. I think that it had a nice, simple concept, and it had a really good twist that I didn't expect to see coming. I thought the movie was going in a certain way where I was predicting like this is what was happening, and then as soon as that twist happens, I'm like, oh, this is really interesting. The only problem with this movie is that it kind of has a lot of dry spells within it. And I really like the fact that the director tried to delay those dry spells by showing like the aesthetics of the forest and like, you know, the whole atmosphere of the forest. I think that the forest itself plays like a character in the movie because I really like the whole mist and the kind of like dampness of the forest helping with the whole like story of like the characters going through their issues because the characters are going through something that is not really like, you know, bright and sunny. So like having that forest being the way that it was, the mist and the kind of like the raininess and like the whole like dampness, it kind of helped with the characterizations of both the characters played by Micah Monroe and Jake Lacy. And I think that Micah Monroe does a really good job in the film. She's pretty much the main character, and she's a scream queen right now, along with Jenna Ortega. I think that she's one of the top tier actresses in terms of performing in horror movies. She does a really good job of carrying this movie as well, and her performance is really, really solid. I think the one negative that I really have about this movie is that, again, there's a lot of moments in the movie where it kind of drags and lags along. And even when the twist happens, like it does get interesting, but even then, there are moments where it's just a little too damp for its own good, in my opinion. Once you see the film, I think you will understand what I'm trying to say. And so my final rating for the film is a 7 out of 10. It's not a bad movie. It's not a great movie. It's a solid, 1 hour and 20 something minutes film. It's a very quick film. But yeah, it feels like there was a lot left to be imagined or a lot left to be filmed. I feel like it could have been a lot better than it was, but it's still a solid thriller to watch. And it's now available on Paramount Plus. And let me know in the comments below what you thought of the film.